Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. September, I decided to leave my job as an educator, as both a high school teacher and college professor, to join the nonprofit world as a director of programs at a local non-for-profit on the west side of Chicago. During that time, it's been quite a big adjustment. Instead of working in the classroom, I've been in my office formulating plans, evaluating staff, and a lot of other things. I remember being in my office one day on my computer, and my boss walks in. He says, "Walter, I need to see you in my office now." Nervous, I take the slow walk to his office, and I take a seat beside his desk. My boss, Mr. Borshad, dark-skinned man, beady eyes, sits down, rubs his chin, and says, "Walter, what is your most valuable asset?" I had to think about that. I really, that's not a question that a lot of people ask. So I go thinking about what I own, my family, friends, experiences, and I really could come up with anything. I posed this question last week, and I asked the question, what's your most valuable asset? The questions and the answers that I got were your money, your knowledge, your health, and the latter. And what I said, just stupidly, was my 50-inch flat screen TV. He looked at me and he said, "Walter, do you know that time is the most valuable asset any person can have?" As I thought about it, I really didn't understand, so I asked him to elaborate. And he said, "Walter, don't you know that you're a millionaire?" And I posed that same question to everybody here, and that same answer. Everyone here is a millionaire. And as I'm thinking, I said, "You know how much you pay me, and it's nowhere near $1 million." He said, "Walter, do you know that there's 31 million seconds in a year?" I paused and thought about that. No, I didn't realize that there were 31 million seconds in a year. And he says, if time is your most valuable asset, and there's 31 million seconds in a year, think of each second as $1. Would you change what you do in that time if every second was $1? I had to think about it, and I would say yes. I spent a lot of my time doing things that do not matter, that brings no fame, just things that just don't matter, and just wasting my time, wasting my wealth. So I pose to you guys 3 things that you can do to conserve your time. The first one is to plan the night before. I know a lot of times, a lot of people just get up in the morning and just like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. No, I'm going to go to work. I don't know what I'm going to wear." We're wasting time. If you plan the night before, on average, you can save anywhere from an hour to 2 hours of your next day if you plan the night before. The second thing, to be more productive, stay off of email and social media. I know that is very hard, especially at work, to stay off those things because sometimes we get bored and it's so monotonous, some of our tasks and jobs. But your productivity on average will be anywhere from 30 to 50% more according to Forbes magazine. So you spend those times answering back emails and you're not paying attention to the task at hand. You're on social media and you say 5 minutes and it ends up being 30 minutes on social media. The last thing is, and this might be a surprise, avoid meetings. Mark Cuban says, I do not go to a meeting unless money is involved or exchanged. A lot of times we think this meeting will last an hour, but if we have to go somewhere, that's travel time, that's preparation time, that's sitting down and probably only needing 5 minutes of that meeting, and you're sitting there for an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, depending on the meeting. It is killing your productivity and it's wasting your time. So, as I say to you again, avoid the time thieves. Plan the night before and avoid email and social media if you can. And to conclude that meeting that I had, as I sat there, Mr. Borshad told me, Walter, I'm really happy with what you're doing and the work that you're doing here. And I want you to know that, we're happy to have you. So, thank you.